Hello guys, in this video we are going to be learn folders path and files path related commandlets. Let's learn how many commands is available for path related in your local system. Get hyphen command, then path and hit enter. Now you can see these are the path is available. Let's try to understand what are widely used command. From these command, join command, split command, test command. These are three widely used and frequently used command in PowerShell. But if you want to learn this command is used to be convert your acronym path into a meaningful path which is available actually in your system as it is. So for example, if you have used and dot, so what is the meaning of dot? Dot is in your current directory. So if you use it, it will return path. So instead of returning dot, and join path to join your parent path to child path. In that case, we have to be using join path command. Resolve path is used to find out your path which is available in your system. You can find like it's a relative path, whatever you path will provide, so you can find a relative path or existing path. So in that case, we have to be using resolves and split path. Whatever path you will provide, it will divide into a different path. So for dividing, we use a split path. Test path is used to test your path whether it is exist or not in your system, or if you want to test whether it is a folder or files, so in that case you can also use a test command. Let's try to understand one by one syntax of these. So I'm going to be learn only three commands that are widely used. That is a join path command, get hyphen help, then join hyphen path, hit enter. Now you can see here join path. These are the parameters that you can provide to this command. First one is a parameter, that is a path that will accept a string array, means more than one path you can pass to this, and it will add to child path whatever path you will provide in this parameter. That is a child parameter. You can use this parameter which will accept only a string, only one value at a time. And resolve, it will try to find out whether this path is exist or not. So in that case, to testing purpose, we'll use this keyword if you want to test it, or whether you want to be just join whether it is exist or not, don't matter about it. So in that case, you don't have to be using resolve. So and these are the parameter that is no more exist in this commands and common parameters. So let's try to understand these one by one. Join hyphen path, which we have used. Now you can see another parameter that is a path. So I'm going to use a path here. And I need a path which path I can join with another child path. So I have a folder on a desktop. Now you can see I have a movies folder. So in that I am going to be copy path of this movie where this movie is exist in my system. So now you can see this is my path. It will accept as a string. So let's paste it here. Now this is my path, and what I'm going to do, whatever folders or file is available inside movies, I want to be at that end of this path. So how I can add it, we have another parameter that in that I can pass here, that is a child, and it will also accept a one parameter. So which I'm going to be passed here. Now look at my folder. These are the folder which is available, Bollywood and file one. So I am going to be making path to adding this folder in end of this. So Bollywood I am going to use. So this is my path and hit enter. Now you can see it is returning Bollywood path. So that has been append on this path, right? If you want to test it, it is exist or not, so you have to be using resolve parameter and hit enter. Now you can see it is exists, therefore it is returning path. If it is not exist, it will not be written. For example, I am going to be add such path which is not available. For example, I'm going to remove here D and hit enter. Now you can see it is returning an error because this path is not exist boo. And let's try to understand another. If you want to correct it, how you can do it, you have to be add here D and hit enter. Now you can see it is returning path, so you have fixed it. And here one more thing that we have to be understand, whatever path you will use, they're having a different name for each path. So for example, if I talk about here, so now you can see this is your drive, so we called as a parent to this. For this folder which is a users folder, or users folder is also called as a parent for this folder, and this folder is also called as a parent for this OneDrive folder, and OneDrive is also called a parent for desktop folder, and desktop folder is also called for this movies respective parent. And you, if you are talking like that, then movies folder is an child folder for desktop, because desktop is an parent for movies, and desktop is also child for OneDrive folder which is an parent of desktop, and parent, it is also child OneDrive for MDAZA folder, and MDAZA folder is also child for users, and users is a child for C drive. So these are the words that you can use for this folder, when you can use a child folder, when you can use a subfolder for respective to another folder. If any folder which is available inside the desktop folder, that also could be a same level which having a movie folder level. So we have to be understand these two keyword hyphen host command. And what I'm going to do here, get hyphen help, then I'm going to use an split path and hit enter. Now you can see here, so here split path, this is your base of your command, and these are parameter that you can use. Path parameters is also accept more than one path as a string, and parent, this will not be accept any input from user, it is an empty, you just have to use an parent. And resolve parameter is also empty, that will not will accept any input parameter from the user. So when we have to use, whenever you need to be test path, so in that case you have to be using resolve parameter, and these are no more exist this parameter. And here having another same path parameter, no qualifier. No qualifier, if you want to be see drive of your drive letter, so you can, if you have provided any path to this split path and you have used this no qualifier, so in that case what it will do, apart from drive letters, it will return that path, right? And resolve you already know. And they're having a leaf whatever name of your, whatever name is having end of your path, that is a leaf, so it will return only the name of your path. And here leaf it will result. And if you want to check it after getting that, if you want to check, you can check it using a resolve parameter. Here having a qualifier, so if you want to see only drive letter of your path, so you can use qualifier. And here having a resolve, and apart from this and nothing parameter that you have to be understand, here having a literal path, so instead of a path you can also use a literal path. So let's try to understand one by one. A split hyphen path, and we have a parameter that we have to use in path, and it will accept as a string, so I have used a string characters. And inside that I'm going to pass here path. I have hit enter. What it will do, what it is doing here, it is returning only parent path of your path right here. Now you can see here it is in movie folder and of your path. So apart from this, who is an owner of this folder? Desktop is an parent path of this folder. So it is returning a path going one step backward. When you pass any path to this split path, it will return a parent of your and folders or files. If you are happy use any files path, so it will return the parent of that file. And here having another parameter that is a leaf, what it will do, it will return the name of your data which is having end of your path. So hit enter. Now you can see here it is returning only movie's name. Here it is returning only movie's name which is having end of your path. So if you want to be get only ending name, if could be in files or folder, so I am using here folder. And if you use in file, so it will also return the name of your file only, not path. And let's try to understand another parameter that is a qualifier. Hit enter. Now you can see here, so it is returning only drive in which this path is available. Now you can see a starting character. It is returning a starting character which is having a drive letter. So whatever drive having, you can get that only. If you have a lot of paths, so you need only drive letter in which your folder is available or files is available. So you can get only qualifier using this parameter. If you don't use qualifier, you need only path apart from this letter. So you can use no qualifier and hit enter. Now you can see here, so it is returning apart from seed drive letter, it is returning everything same. So in that case, we have to use a no qualifier parameters. If you want to use an resolve parameter, you can use it. What it will do, it will check whether it is exist or not. Now you can see it is returning because it is exist. If it is not exist, it will not be written. For example, I will make here some mistake in folder. So what it will do, movie folder is not be available on a desktop folder. So what it will do, it will return a error. Now you can see this path is not available, does not exist, therefore it is giving it. And as per your requirement, you can use when you have to use which one parameter. Now what I'm going to do here, inside a movie folder, they're having a lot of folder is available. So what I'm going to do here, Bollywood folder, here I'm going to use an Bollywood folder, or you want to be using file, so you can use also file here. I'm going to use this one file. What it will return, it will return a path of this file. So who is in path? Movie is in parent of this file. And if you want to need only name of this file, if we have a path, so in that case you can use a leaf parameter. Now you hit enter. Now you can see it is returning only name which is having end of your path. So whatever having a end of your path, it could be a files or folder, it will return that name only. If you are using a leaf parameter, if you are using a parent, so you can use an here parent parameter, so that is available already. By default it is use and parameter parent path, so it will return a parent of that. I'm going to move to next command. So let me clear first this screen, hit enter, and I'm going to use here test hyphen path and hit enter. Now you can see these are the syntax that you can use here. We have to be understand. Now you can see path will accept more than one. And filter parameter, what it will do, it will filter first whatever path you will give. And if having some syntax inside the parent folder, in parent folder, if you want to be filter any files or folders, so you can filter that also using a filter parameter while giving that name. And include parameter, if you if you are getting, if you are testing multiple paths which is having in your given folders, so you want to be test only particular files or folders. So in that case, you have to be use a include, and apart from that, you don't want to be test that whether that path is exist or not. Exclude parameters, so same like include. If you want to be exclude some parameter that you don't want to be tested whether that is exist or not, so you can exclude that path also. Here having an interesting parameter that we have to be focused here, that is a path type. Path type, what it will do, it will check here. So if you have gave any path which you are going to be test, so what it will do, using this parameter, if you want to check it whether is a folder or file and of your path, so in that case you have to be using path type input parameter. If you pass container, so it means folder, or if you are using a leaves, it means file, and any means could be a folders or file. So in that case you can use a any parameters. And if you want to check it is valid, is valid means whatever path you have provided, that is a correct syntax for that. In that case you have to be use this parameter, it will return true false value in that case. And here everything is same. And if you want to check it any file how many days is older or newer, so in that case you can use this parameter. And let's try to understand this one by one. Test hyphen path, then you have to use a path parameter, and inside you have to put inverted comma and path. This path is exist or not, so what it will do, it is returning an true. If it is not exist, for example movie folder is not exist in my desktop folder, so what it will return, it is returning a false value. But you are also able to test to using a others command, that is a join path. You are able to also check with join path, and you are also able to check with split path. They're having a one parameter, that is a result, that you can use to test path is exist or not. But they're having another problem. What is that, that if you that path is available, that will return the path, but it is returning a true here. If a path is not exist, if you are using a resolve with that command, so what it will do, if that path is not exist, it will return an error, but here it is returning a false. And another additional features is that you can also check whatever name having end of your file, whether it is a folder or files. So how you can check it, so using a this test path command, you can also check what parameter we have to use, and that is a path type. And here you have to use a container which is already available. You have to just select from that input, you don't have to be pass your side, and hit enter. Now you can see what it is doing. Movie, because why it is showing false, because movie is not exist. After checking existence, it is also check it is a container or not. So it is not exist, therefore it is showing false. And let's make it movies and hit enter. Now you can see both condition, it is returning a true. If both condition having a true, so in that case it will return true. This is also exist, and apart from existence you want to check whether this is folder or not, so you have to use this. So if you want to check here, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use here file. Inside they're having a file.txt. So let's try to with this file, what it will return. Now it is returning a false because this is not a file. And if you want to check with another command, another parameter, that is a leaf, that is used to file, and hit enter. Now you can see it is returning this time true because this is a file. So as you know, they're having a two an additional parameter, that is a older than and newer than. So let's try to understand any one parameter. So how we can use it? Test hyphen path. Then we have a path parameter. So what I'm going to use here, path, and then we have an older than a specific date. Whatever I will type it, it will check this folder is created before this specified date. For example, I'm going to type here 1/3/2023 and hit enter. Now you can see it is returning true because this folder was created before this date. Therefore, it is older to this specific date. So you can use it like that. And if you want to use a newer than parameter, so you can use that also. And if you want to test multiple paths, so you can test also here. As you know, we can pass multiple path here. So here you just have to use a comma, then inverted comma, and pass here another folder. For example, files, what I'm going to use here, file. So what I have to use, and now I can test multiple path. Hit enter. Now you can see it is returning a two value, that is a true because we are testing a two path. So therefore it is returning a two, right? So you can test multiples here, or you can use an here also, like pass inside that having another. And for example, I'm going to use this path also. So now you can see it is returning three this time.